Hey y'all, welcome back to Daydream Manor Flower Farm. I'm Dawn. I live in Zone 8B in South Louisiana, and today's video is going to be a really quick one. So we have officially crossed the threshold into hell. Right now at 3:20 in the afternoon, it is 100 degrees with a heat index of 108. So, you know, every year I ask myself, why do we stay here? Anyway, this is the other reason why I keep focusing on getting all of my bouquet subscriptions out in the early spring. I cannot be doing bouquet subscriptions right now. I don't have anything new started. I'm just trying to keep what we have alive so that we can fill orders for flower bars or those special bouquet requests that we get in. So I'm just trying to maintain what we have and keep cutting so that they keep blooming. So right now my zinnias are looking great. I mean, you know, zinnias love heat. Sunflowers, I have one more flush. I have kind of laid off of the sunflowers until probably I've got to get some in the ground the 1st of August. But that's it. I don't have any more ready to go. Marigolds are really looking good. The glads. So the second box of glads that I planted, they have about this much growth on them. And then I looked in that last area that I put those lilies that I didn't know I ordered. Those with the bulbs, I do have some growth. So it's like this. So I'm excited over that to see what that's going to look like. So those are just trucking along. Right now I am having to water by hand. You know, we'll get these really crazy storms, and they'll dump like half an inch of rain, and the winds are horrible, and then nothing. So, but because even though I'm getting a half inch of rain, probably on average a week, it's still not enough when the temperatures are in the hundreds. So, and I'm going to show you my dahlias in a minute, because that's what I really came out here to check on. And I want to show you what they're looking like in the heat. We have not done anything with the high tunnel. You can still see it's all still right there. And really just because it's too hot. It's just, you know, we're having to do some things, just regular stuff around outside on the farm, early in the morning, late in the afternoon. We've got to get 2 of the fields bush hogged, and so that's just taking some time. It's just too hot to be on it right now. So we're just trying to work around, you know, the heat. You know, whatever. But this is the time of year that I really try to concentrate on what I want my beds to look like for cool season flowers, what I want to plant, putting in my seed orders, doing my seed inventory first, and then doing my seed order. And now with the high tunnel, kind of mapping that out so I can get prepared. I'm going through like all of my cell trays, seeing what needs to be replaced, what I have, and then I'm just kind of doing a little cleaning of my shelves so that I can, you know, and being prepared for when I'm ready to start my seeds again. So just some of those things, but y'all, it's still, even though the stem shed is closed in, I mean, there's no air or anything in there. I just keep a fan running. It was when I opened the door to grab something out of there. I needed a vase out of there. My little thermometer said it was 93 degrees in there. So not trying to spend a whole lot of time in there either. But anyway, let me show you the dahlias, because I am excited over those. And then we are going to go back inside and we're going to talk about the seed order. All right, I was trying to get it to where you could kind of see, but look, they are wilting right now. I mean, they're just drooping. I don't want to say wilting. They're just drooping because they need water. I think it's been a couple of days since I've watered, and dahlias do like a good long drink of water. They just don't like to be soggy, so you just got to kind of watch the amount of water you give them. This is going to be the second bloom off of, I think it's Myrtle's Jolly, I think is the name of that one. So super excited over that. I've had some more pop up. I am using those organza bags to protect the blooms from pest. And then the only other thing I did over here, I had all of those chrysanthemums in the 7-gallon grow bags. And I started reading, and what I came to the conclusion is those 7-gallon bags are way too big for those types of mums. So I repotted them and put them in. Those are like a gallon to a gallon and a half nursery pot. And I'm going to say this. Now, I know like a couple of them look a little droopy because they need water. But y'all, they have taken on so much growth in the last weeks, just since I've done that. I did give everything a little fertilizer bump. And I dusted these with some DE. So when you see on the leaves, just to help with pest control, that's the white stuff on the leaves is the DE. Here's what I was thinking. If I decided to do the dahlias next year, more dahlias next year, I was thinking about putting them out in the field. But I think if I put them in the field, I'm going to have to build some type of structure to do shade cloth over. Because right now, I think that's why they're doing so well here in the heat, is because they're under this huge oak tree. And so I mean, I don't feel like I can put them out in the field and just let them be. So, you know, what do you do? I would love to do that, but y'all, I'll give Mr. Daydream something else. Y'all know what's going to happen. His list is so long, and he's got so much other stuff going on. So maybe again, just next year, I may just get some more grow bags and just do a bigger area right here with grow bags. So we'll see. I haven't made a decision on that yet. I have plenty of time before I need to decide that. But right now, these things look great where they are, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Anything else I have going on out here before we go inside, because it's getting really, really sticky hot now. I don't think so. Oh, I need to still pull up my cool season flowers. I still haven't pulled all those up. I do need to do that. And truthfully, that's like a bed. I just have one bed left that I need to clean out. It's got the status. Right now, the status is just starting to die out. The stems are getting very thin, so it's time for them to go. The Dara is like taking off, so I'm going to leave it because that looks so good in bouquets. But other than that, that bed needs to be cleaned out. But let's go inside. Let's talk about the seed order. All right, I got sidetracked when I was headed into the house because I forgot I have a couple of custom orders for my concrete planters that I need to get done. So I'm actually going to be in the stem shed. But let's finish talking about seed orders. So I went through, inventoried everything, and I mean, I'm in a really good space with my cool season seeds because I didn't do a succession planting because of the soil stuff. So that looks really good. I ordered some extra, a little bit more, some things like yarrow, straw flower, status. I feel like there was something else. I ordered a little bit more of something else. I can't remember right off. And I ended up ordering Louisiana seeds. Ordered like 1,000 of those. Now I'll probably only get 200 flowers out of it. Oh, that would be great if I got 200 flowers out of it. But I'm gonna give it my best shot this year. Like, I'm going all out on them. They're gonna be my focus, because what I realized, I kept thinking about where am I gonna keep them and that. But truthfully, once they get started here under the grow lights and they can come out of the grow lights, I'm gonna go put them in the high tunnel. I'm gonna put them on a table in the high tunnel, and they're gonna be great in there. So that's the plan. So I was like, okay, I do have space for that, and I'm going to start them in the 200 cell tray. So that's like 5 trays. That's really not a lot in the grand scheme of things, even though I've got to start some other stuff. But yeah, I did that. I ended up spending with the Louisiana seeds, I ended up spending $163. So I don't think that was bad. If I wouldn't have bought the Louisiana seeds, it would have been, of course, a lot less. But I also wanted to leave me a little bit of wiggle room because I still may order a couple of trays of plugs. So I wanted to keep my budget I wanted to keep it a little bit more flush in case that was the decision there. But speaking of budget, so the other order I have that is just sitting on my desk, y'all, I keep looking at it, and I already have it scanned to email off, but I don't know. I'm just struggling to to attach it and send it. It's for ranunculus corms. And they're just not cheap. They're not cheap, and I have to start all over. After last year, if you didn't see my other video, I had planted out like 300 of them. I got maybe 6 blooms. Had an issue with my soil, but I'm not even 100% sure that there wasn't even an issue with those corms, because some were saved corms from the year before. So I made a decision. I just got rid of everything so that I could start fresh with them. I need about 600 corms. When I go and factor in how many bouquets I want to do with ranunculus in it for our subscriptions, and yeah, that's a lot. So the total for that right now is like $450 for 600 corms. And look, y'all, somebody is going to say, well, you got to spend money to make money. Get out of that mindset. If you are in that mindset, get out of that mindset. Yeah, that is just something we tell ourselves to justify spending the money. So no, that doesn't work for me. I have said this 100 times before. I feel like this is my platform for financial literacy. I am not going into debt over a flower farm. I have worked really hard. Mr. Daydream and I have worked extremely hard to get where we are at this stage of our lives. And there is no way. I protect that at all cost. My heart hurts when I see other young farmers who have just, they talk about being in debt and how much money they're spending, and my heart just breaks, because it's like, ugh. I mean, I understand, but I am not doing that. So I do have a set budget for the flower farm. When I started the business, I said, this is the amount of money I'm going to put in it. Every year I will put X amount of dollars into the budget as part of my investment into my business. But everything else has to come out of the business. So if I make it, it goes back into the business. When I need it, it comes out. So I am trying to do a really good job of staying financially on track. Right now, we had to put money up for the hoop house. And before we get reimbursed with it through the NRCS program, we have to have it up and they have to be able to inspect it. So, that in this heat, I just talked to y'all about that. Right now, we're not even touching it. So it's going to be a few more months before I see that money back. And I'm not going to go dig into our household budget to get money for seeds. Just not going to happen. So, I am just right now, and I know some of y'all are like, oh, $450 for some ranunculus corms. That's not really a whole lot. People spend way more than that. Okay, well, I'm not everybody's people. I'm not. I'm just not. And so I am struggling with that right now, and I will end up doing what I need to do. But, right now, I'm just being transparent. It is hard. And with the economy the way it is, we keep hearing all this talk about recessions and all of this stuff. It's just hard to get out of that space. So I am, maybe or maybe not, sending that order form out. And I have done a lot of comparison shopping. So anyway, I have that going on. I need to get that done. But then other than that, we are going to be ready. Like, I will have all my seeds, everything be ready to start. I've gone through again, like, all of my trays to make sure if I need to get rid of anything. Y'all know I've been trying to get just completely away from the styrofoam little meat trays that I had been using and into those bigger plastic ones. So just trying to get some of that cleared out. Over the next month or so, I'm also going to take this time, since it's so daggum hot out here, is really work on my website. Because let me tell you what happened the other morning. I get a notice from Facebook that I am now locked out of my account because I need to prove that I am old enough to have Facebook. Y'all, I don't use filters. Who's looking at these pictures? Boo. If I look younger than 13, we probably have a whole nother problem. Anyway, and for a moment there that morning, because my personal account is tied to my business account, that's how you do your business page, and I couldn't access that either. And it said, you know, after I went through all the steps, it said it could take up to 30 days to get back in. Well, Facebook, for me, especially for my target audience, is where my customer is. Now, I do have fun, like over on TikTok, I'll upload some stuff, and that's just purely for fun. Instagram is more my pretty pictures, and, you know, I mean, I do get some customers off of it, but my local folks it's Facebook for me. So I had that moment of panic, like, God, if I have to start all over again, like, what is this really going to look like? And so I started thinking about it. You know, I try to drive people to my website so I can have my email list. And my email list is getting built up slowly but surely. And so I decided, like, this over the next month or so, I really want to learn more about SEO, and that is search engine optimization. So if you have a website, probably where you need to be concentrating, and it just helps it come up better in searches. Just short explanation for a longer process. But anyway, so I do want to take some time over the summer and really work on my website and getting it. I've done an overhaul of it. I've added some things, but now I kind of need to do some behind the scenes work on it. So I'm going to take advantage of it while I'm working inside. So that's going to happen. I've had several inquiries about the flower bar, so I'm hoping some of that will eventually happen. I am going to grow flowers for a wedding that's going to happen in October that I'm super excited about. But yeah, so just going to make it happen. But right now, I literally have sweat rolling down my legs just standing here. I mean, I'm sorry. You know what we say in the South. Well, we don't sweat, we glisten. But right now, I feel like I'm sweating all my glitter off. So it is time for me to head in. All right, I think that's it. It was quite a bit. I didn't think I would have that much to say right now. Anyway, go do something you love today. Something that brings you absolute joy, whatever that is. We will chat again, my friends. Have a good one.